Today I'm going to talk about NamedTuple in the Python. This is a part of the data structure. So we are going to talk about overview of NamedTuple, then how to create NamedTuple, then how to NamedTuple help to keeping the track the item in index. So let's discuss tuple class from the collection module, which we can use the replace Python tuple. Of course, NamedTuple is not drop-in replacement, as we will see. We will also see this some programming use of like the struct. If you haven't used the language with the struct in the like this is a part of the C language and Scala also, then you need to little explanation. Struct is basically complex data type that group and list variable in under the one name. So creating NamedTuple, let's look into example how to create NamedTuple. We can see the how it work. So collection from and importing NamedTuple. Then we are creating object which is called part. And then we are passing parts, ID, description, cost, and amount. Then part ID equal to assigning some values here, and then we can access like auto parts. So if you see here, so here NamedTuple from collection module, then we call NamedTuple, which will return the new subclass of the tuple, but the name fields. Basically, we just created new tuple class, and we will note that we will have strange string as our second argument. This is a space delimited list properties that we want to create. Now that we have our shiny new class, let's create an instance of it. As we can see above, do that our very next step when we create the auto parts object. Now we can access the various items in auto parts using the dot notation, using they are now properties of part class. How NamedTuple helps keeping track the item in index. One of the benefit of using NamedTuple or the regular tuple that we no longer to have keep track the each item index, because now each item named and accessed via the class property. Here is a different code. So collection counter, and this is nameplates. So we're printing. Then similarly, counter using counter we can assign. We can use those like that, right? So what we did, we just use for fart 1 to 3, then we auto parts we can assign. But this is in this above code we create regular tuple class and cost we assigning the variable and dictionary. But NamedTuple, here is the code to convert Python dictionary into object. So dictionary, the NamedTuple parts part dot keys and part dot keys NamedTuples, and then we need to use after this bracket parts. This is some weird code, so let's take the one piece of time. In this first line we import the NamedTuple as before. Next we create parts dictionary. So far is good. Now we are ready for the weird parts, and here to create the NamedTuples. And the second argument is the list key from our dictionary. Last piece of the instance piece is the parts line 5. So this is way we can create a NamedTuple. I think this is better. NamedTuple.keys and then auto parts and auto parts. So here is we do some things before we accept. We create the class. So this is name. So the idea is here. This is the best way to create, and we don't need to track the index. We can just use the numbers. Thank you for watching. Please like